Hello and welcome to Bloodsport MMA.
Assalamu alaikum Malada.
Xtreme Couture, the famous gym founded by Randy Couture, former multiple-time UFC champion, where guys like Sean Strickland, Chris Curtis, Dolidze, you name it, so many successful and famous UFC fighters train at. We're gonna review this gym now. I will go to the open gym right now because there's no real class that I want to attend that's happening right now. So I'm checking out the whole gym, hit some backs, whatnot. And tomorrow I plan, if my neck allows me to, go to the Nogi Jiu-Jitsu class. And I'm gonna take you guys with me, show you all around. Stay tuned until the end to see my official gym review rating and check out the whole playlist to see other gym reviews. We're right outside of the gym right now.
Since they have no dressing rooms, which was something I didn't know, they told me that I should dress on the toilet. So here I am in the toilet of Xtreme Couture, getting dressed for my training, which was a very weird way to start the whole thing. But now we are on the mat in the entry point, and you can see all the cool posters they have up here. Here you can see a sneak peek of the merch store. I'll show you more on that later. A lot of cool old school posters. I love that here, a little bench where people can sit on to watch training, some lockers that are all used. Of course, there's not enough for everyone. Here you see the strength and conditioning part, and let me tell you, I always ask the gyms, hey, can I film in your gym and doing a review? They said, yeah, you can film, but you cannot film anyone. If you film anyone, you should not be, like, you have to ask them if you can post it and whatnot. We're very strict and whatever. I was like, okay. So if you see me being kind of weird, not really filming some people, like trying not to film anyone, that's because of that. Here on the right side you have the mats. On the left side there is another bench where people can watch the training. Basruten and bang, Muay Thai, very cool. And here you have some pads, so people can use some dumbbells to do some shadow boxing. You see the dummies to grapple. Every time you see me lower the camera or something, I'm trying not to film someone probably. Some more pads. I don't know what I was trying to film here, but yeah, some more pads. Here you see another bench. I think it's cool that they have like benches to watch the training. Here's where the pro practice always is. I'm probably trying to hide the camera again from someone because I'm trying not to film them, which is very annoying. I hate when gyms do that. Like, come on, don't be like that. As you see, no recording of pro practice, which is kind of obvious. I would never do that and then post it on the internet or something without consent of the pros, because that's completely self-explaining, right? Here's some more lockers. You see the other people left, so I'll continue to walk. This is the main mat that you always see in all the videos of the pros. This is where Sean Strickland and all those guys always train at, right? Here you see the first cage that they have. They have two cages. One of the cages, the smaller one, is here, and the bigger one is back here. Here also strength conditioning things and whatnot, right? And this is the big cage, the human resources cage is what they call it, because you can settle your beef in there. And I always try to test the canvas of the cages, because a lot of cages have like bad slippery plastic canvases, but this one was pretty good, I have to say. I liked it, approved. And here, yeah, you see the middle of the gym with the two cages. Some lady somehow switched the lights off, however, and the whole main mat again, and I'm on it now. This is the main mat where I said Sean Strickland, all the pros always train on those mats. I watched the pros train. I didn't film it, but I watched it. It's pretty cool to watch. Here you see there's, on the right side, there were some massage tables and whatnot. Nothing really special there. The cage from another angle, right from the other side. I'm now on the other side. Those are also training machines and whatnot, right? And I'll show you the cage again now. And now we're switching over in a second. Right now we're going to the back side of the gym, to the back of the second cage, where all the lockers of the fighters are, right? And there's one famous locker that I was looking for, and this one is right here, the Sean Strickland legendary locker. You see Sadi Bossis there, a lot of cool lockers. Unfortunately, my camera didn't have the best FPS that day, so it's kind of blurry in a way, but in a second you see Francis Ngannou's This one, here you see it if you look closely, Francis Ngannou's locker. A lot of big names there, but of course I was most interested in Sean Strickland's. This is the entry area when you enter the gym through the front door, where they will greet you and whatever. Normally a lady's there sitting, so you can ask for whatever information you need, right? And if you go up the stairs here, that's where I first thought, yeah, they may have dressing rooms or something. When you come up here, you come to a little secret second floor where you have another small mat space where they normally have like grappling practices and whatnot. Small one, but up there you have showers, and here are some restrooms as well. And here now is one of the most important things in every gym for me, the shower. So let's look at it. Two nice little spacious showers for men. I don't know if there's one for women as well. Yes, where you can perfectly shower. Here my autistic self, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm also gonna prove to you that the showers work. So as you see, the showers work perfectly fine and you can shower.
What the fuck is that?
There's a lot of cool merch. I think I'm going with these two, the tank top and then the t-shirt, because they're pretty cheap. The rash guards are pretty expensive. They're like 60 bucks, those ones. And like I don't need a long arm rash guard for 60 bucks. It's a little bit much. Maybe, what is this, mouth guard? I wonder how expensive that one is. 13 bucks. That's okay. How does it look? Nah, it's a pretty average one. It's just a normal transparent mouth guard with a small Xtreme Couture written on it. I mean, those shorts are pretty fire, but they were only available in XL and XXL. That's why that's not a possibility for me there. Those bad boys the same. So I think the only thing left for me are those two things. We'll take it.
That's a knee to a grounded opponent. Call the cops.
Time now for the official rating of the Xtreme Couture gym in Las Vegas. If you know my gym review videos, if you don't know them, go check out the playlist. I always do 5 different categories that I rate, and at the end, add all those numbers together. That gives the overall rating that then brings them into the rankings, right? And the 5 categories are facility, staff, location, equipment, and merch. Let's start with the first one, the facility. The facility of Xtreme Couture is not exactly what I expected from seeing the videos online, because I imagined Xtreme Couture is like that a huge, crazy kind of, not really high-tech, but like, you know, a gym that has everything and like a dream gym kind of from the facility. And I was a little bit negatively surprised, at least for, I always can only speak for what I like to see in a gym when I first entered the gym, because the first thing they told me was there was no changing rooms.
Oh my God.
So a big gym like that with no real changing rooms, that's a big minus for me. Then the facility overall is just, you have everything you need. Otherwise, you have 2 big mats, or 2, not big, but 2 mat spaces. 1 little one as well at the top, a small little room where they mostly do like grappling sessions and stuff, I believe.
So you have enough mat space, I would say. You have good strength and conditioning equipment there, like a big area as well for strength and conditioning. You can maybe make it a little bit smaller and make the martial arts area bigger, but who am I to judge? Yeah, the facility is solid. It has more or less everything you need, and it's just not what I expected initially. I would have expected a little bit more. It's just a little bit old and
old.
Shall I say rusty? Like it's also not the cleanest, you know. There's a lot of dirt on the floor in certain areas and stuff. It's just, it depends on what kind of gym you're looking for. If you're that gritty, nasty guy who just wants to, that Sean Strickland type of guy, that's the perfect gym for you. Especially if you're a pro fighter and you're looking for a great sparring partner, whatever, that's a perfect gym. But if you just try to train just as a martial artist and have some fun, and you are like me, I'm very hard on hygiene. I hate when it's like dirty and the mats are not clean or something like that. I'm pretty hard on that because it's just, there's no excuse for me not to clean the mats every day. That's something that I didn't like that much. Otherwise, yeah, the facility is good. I gave it a 9. A 9 for the facility. Then the staff. The staff, I have to say, because I had the neck injury, I didn't really train in like a coached class or something, but I watched the training sessions. I watched the coaches coach them. And I have to say, the coaches I saw were pretty good in the way they teached, the way they led the training, whatever. I had nothing to really complain about there, right? The only thing that bothered me a little bit, I was like, what the hell, was I remember I was hitting the back, then I saw a class was starting, right? Kickboxing class, whatever. So I went to the coach real quick, I was like, hey coach, can I use some backs? Like, it's okay if I hit the back there or something, or do I disturb you? Because that's what you should do, right? You should ask, it's their mat. And he was like, ah, no, you're good, just go there, no problem. So I went to the back that I told him to, and then 2 minutes later, he sends the people for the warm-up to do a slalom. So, do you call it slalom in English? Like this, run, you know, around the backs. And I was like, what are you doing?
What happened to you, USA?
You sending them to run through the backs where I am at as well? I was like, I literally, like, if I wouldn't have asked him, okay, I understand. I literally asked you to, why are you doing that to me now? So I was just like, okay, I'm just waiting. I will wait until they're done with the warm-up. And then first thing after the warm-up, he sends them to do back work. And there were so many people that needed all the backs. I was like, coach, what the hell? But anyways, otherwise the coaches seem pretty good. Of course, you have Eric Nicksick and those guys, Dewey Cooper, great coaches. I gave the coaches, the staff, a 9. Then the location. Location is really something I like because it's in Las Vegas, but it's not in the middle of the chaos. It is nicely located outside of Las Vegas, not too far from the chaos. That's why even if you stay on a strip, you're there pretty fast. It's really not far away, but far enough that you're not in the middle of the chaos, which is very much appreciated. You have parking space there. And if you're a fighter, you're, I think, like 3-4 minutes away from the PI with the car. Yeah, it's just, I really like the location there. There's not like a lot of restaurants around there or whatever where you're like, oh my God, it's a perfect location. It's like a dream. But I really like how it's located for Las Vegas, and I gave it a 9.4. Then the equipment. The equipment is, you have everything that you need, I would say. There's different types of bags. That's something I always appreciate. There's harder ones, softer ones, bigger ones, fatter ones, special ones. Like, there's several different kinds of bags. There could be more bags in my opinion. As I said, a certain conditioning area is so big, maybe put some bags somewhere there. I don't need a perfect training mat to hit a bag, right? Especially if it's a boxing bag. There could be more bags in the whole gym, in that huge gym that they got. But otherwise, I mean, you have pads there as well, which is something I always appreciate, that there are pads that you could use. So that's great. Yeah, it's just equipment-wise. It's not anything special, it's not anything that blows your mind, but everything that you want, you have. Also strength and conditioning stuff,
It's not the 2024 newest edition hammer strength machine, which is also not what you need in a martial arts gym. You have everything there that you need for the strength and conditioning and whatnot, so I gave it a 9.2 for the equipment. The merch. The merch, I have to say, is, and that's just my honest opinion, they have a lot of merch. Like, as you saw, the store is kind of big in a way. There's not too much love in the merch, in my opinion. Like, if you compare it to like the Red Rock Academy or even the MMA lab in Arizona, like there's the merch, you can see it's made with love. Like it's creative design. You can see someone thought about something when they made it. Like they took their time to create a cool merch. You know what I mean? It has a lot of quantity, but not that much quality, if I can be honest, for myself at least, for my taste. Most things that they have are just like basic plain things, like the rash guards are very basic. Yeah, it's mostly just normal t-shirts, hoodies, whatever. There's nothing too special in my opinion, nothing that's like, oh my god, I need that, you know what I mean? So the merch it's okay. You have enough merch. You can buy enough things. If you need anything, you will probably find it. But it's not a merch store that blew my mind, you know what I mean? It's not, I'm a big merch guy, I love to buy some cool merch, and I was struggling there to find stuff that really was like, I need that. They had some cool t-shirts, that's the one that I bought as well. I really like that, it's simple, it's cool, I like it, but they don't need to have a crazy merch store, they definitely don't need to, but I'm trying to rate it, it's something that I care a lot about, so for me, it is an okay merch store, has enough, but not enough creativity or love or whatever you want to call it in there. I give the merch a 9. So for the overall rating, I give the Xtreme Couture in Las Vegas a 9.1. 9.1, that's the same rating I gave to TKMMA in Dubai, and I think that's very fitting to compare those two in a way, even though Xtreme Couture is much bigger and stuff, and of course they have much more high value fighters. It's not about the fighters that are in there. This rating, I'm rating the facility, the gym itself, how it is to train in there, and I'm not only rating it for if you're a UFC fighter, I'm also mainly rating it for if you're a regular guy that wants to go train there or whatever. But if you're a up-and-coming fighter in Las Vegas and you're close to the gym, especially if you're a little bit in the heavier weight divisions, you should go to Xtreme Couture, of course. I will definitely be back as well. It's not like I'm never gonna go there again. I'll definitely be back as well. It's a cool gym, and yeah, it's made by a legend. So go there, Xtreme Couture, Las Vegas, Nevada, 9.1. My official review. Have you ever been to Xtreme Couture in Las Vegas? Write in the comments, you guys, what do you think about the gym? Write in the comments. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, I would appreciate that. Check out the Bloodsport merch as well, bloodshop.net. The link is in the bio as well, I would appreciate that. Worldwide free shipping with the code free. Check it out, you guys. Stay bloody. Until the next one. Bye-bye. Bloodsport out.